What is going on? Thank you for checking out this video. My name is Steve. I am from Novo Watch, and if you haven't heard of us before, we hand make watches using reclaimed materials, and as a result, we get to work with so many amazing people. And one of those people that we got to work with is Jacob Trouba. He's an incredible NHL player, and I think you're gonna love what we did. His vision was to really memorialize his grandpa. Him and his grandpa had an incredible relationship, as he's explained to me, and he had a few pieces of memorabilia that his grandfather left for him. One of those pieces was a belt, and this belt, you'll see it in a second, but it is a beautifully designed leather belt. The second thing is a pin that had a lot of meaning to him as well. The last thing he sent us is he actually sent us the image of his grandpa's tire treads. That's gonna have a reason in a second, I'll show you. Let's take a look at what this piece turned out like. I'm gonna take off the top part. Now this is a certificate of authenticity. This is something that comes with every single one of our watches, just to show, it gives a little explanation about the piece. This is one of one called the Trouba, and it was designed and inspired myself and Jacob Trouba together. So I'm gonna take off this padding, and this will reveal the watch right here. So let's take a closer look. This is the piece. There's so many great elements. I'm gonna highlight three. This is the watch. It is a 42mm case, hand engraved at a 6498 movement with all sorts of customization throughout. Let's start with the dial. The dial, you'll notice the centerpiece of this thing is the pin that was from Jacob's grandpa. We took the pin, we mounted it in the very center, so every time you look at the watch, it has a significant memory and a positive memory for Jacob. So it's super cool for us. We just love that meaningful, emotional connection that people have with a product to something greater than ourselves. We kept the machine marks on the dial. The machine marks, we think they're beautiful. We have a very industrial look. Some people like to remove them. Jacob loved them. We kept them, and then we hand painted the numbers so they really stand out up against that dial. Oh, and we went with wire hands. I'm a huge fan of wire hands because mostly the dial of a watch, that's the discussion piece. That's the piece that attracts people to your watch. That's basically showing the life and design of the watch. So many other elements that go along with that, but that is one of the major pieces. Notice the strap, if I get closer. The strap is made from the best parts of the belt that Jacob's grandpa wore. So that belt has incredible meaning. It was worn by a man that was revered by Jacob and I'm sure many, many others, and now it gets to live a new life on the wrist of his grandson. I think that's just so cool. That is one of my favorite parts about our job. It's so fulfilling. Remember what I told you about that tire? The tire tread. Well, Tate McRae, who's our hand engraver, he's on another level. He took that image and hand engraved that entire tread around the entire case of the watch. So if I get closer, you're gonna see that tread stand out around the entire thing. This was a challenging project. One of the most challenging in a lot of ways, but one of the most rewarding. We learned a lot, and I think Jacob's gonna absolutely love this watch when he gets it. Incredibly happy with this piece. I think it's beautiful. I love the story it brings. I love the connection it brings. I love the artistry it has on it. One of the main goals at Novo is to tell people stories. So if you have a story, if they have any sort of meaningful memorabilia, don't hesitate to reach out. Sometimes you inherit a tractor or a bulldozer or a bunch of things that maybe have significant meaning you just don't have room for. Let me know, and we can take that piece of whatever and we can infuse it into a watch to give you the memory of whatever that piece of equipment or memorabilia provides without forcing you to hold on to that tractor in your backyard or whatever that might be. That's what we got to do with Jacob. Thank you for checking out this video. Many more to come. We have worked with many professional athletes and just decided now these YouTube videos will be a great way to share our story and the amazing things we get to do for amazing people all over the world. Have an amazing day. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you soon.